is. That's where I'll stop. All right, so what to do? Let's start with the left hand first. As usual, get the easy stuff out of the way so we can focus most of our attention on the right, which is the melody. Now, if I'm ever moving too quickly, please slow the video down. You have that little function in the right-hand corner of your screen. Slow it down and follow along. So the piece is in A minor, and we got a bunch of these little jumpy A minor chords, right? So 4, 2, and 1 to start us off. The first 4 bars will incorporate just these notes. The first bar being bottom 1, top 2, 3 times. And it's fairly important that you connect the bottom to the top 2, right? And then the top 2 remain staccato or short, right? So there's a slur here. Connect, and then short, short, short. The next bar is identical. Don't worry about the rhythm for now. We'll cover that in a moment. Let's just do the fingers and the notes. The third bar is the same thing, but sort of different arrangement. It's this. Pretty straightforward, right? Everything is staccato, everything is short, and you're alternating. So bottom, top 2, bottom, top 2. And then the final bar of this little half phrase is the same as the beginning. Cool. Not too shabby, right? Not too hard for the left hand. Now the right, the melody. Again, we're going to cover the rhythm later. Let's just do the notes and finger. So we're going to start with 4, 3, 2, 1 replaces 3. And then the 3 sits on C. That's your beginning. Same kind of fingering for the next one as well. So that's 4, 3, 2. Thumb replaces 3 on C, and 3 comes up to E. Shall we move on? So shall, let's do this. So same idea now. 4, 3, 2, thumb replaces 1, and now we have a kind of tumbling effect. So that's 4, 3, 2, 3. Then again, 4, 3, 2, 3. Pinky plays C. So just to give you a sense of structure here, what happens is you have this kind of opening segment, which pauses, then another, and pauses. Now the next one starts the same way, but kind of develops a little further, so it elongates. Right? Becomes quite a bit longer. Okay, now the rhythm. This piece is in 2/4 time, which means there are 2 beats per bar, right? And the piece begins with a pickup bar. So the way that I'll count this when I explain it to you is I'm going to divide every beat into 4. That is to say, I'll divide every beat into its 16th note constituents, right? So these notes, those are 16ths, right? And to divide them by mouth, it's going to be 1 E and 2 E and, right? If you haven't done music, that's pretty straightforward. That's what denotes 16th notes, 16th note divisions, right? And now, since the beginning of this piece is a pickup, it doesn't start from beat 1, it starts from beat 2. It sort of leads into the next first full bar. So it starts on beat 2 like this. 2 E and 1 E and so you see this note actually begins the first full bar of the piece. These notes lead into that, right? Okay, so let's have a look at the right hand with the counting as I just described it. You can do this yourself, or if you think you have it in your head, you can kind of just do it by ear as well. So here we go. 2 E and 1 E and 2, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and All right, these last two notes are pick up into the next section, right? So just 3 staccato and C staccato on 2 and the end of 2. 2, E, and When you start to speed that up, even while you're speaking this, it'll become a little bit more familiar. 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2. Oops, I skipped something there. Doesn't matter. Cool. So that more or less covers the right hand. Now, how to fit the two together. The left hand, since the left hand is going to be all eighths, it will serve as a kind of scaffolding for whatever it is you do with the right hand. So as long as you keep the left hand steady, 1 and 2 and, right? Nice and metronomic, very kind of regular. And if I am to take what I was saying before, these divisions in sixteenths, and apply to the left, you'd have something like this. 1, E, and 2, E, and you see? It's just fractions. So now that we know that the left hand is all eighths, when we put it together, we'll have something like this. Nice and slow with counting. 2, E, and 1, E, and 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 2, E, and then you just speed that up. Now, I'm making this a little bit more lengthy than I need to, because I know some people that love this music have no experience with piano. This type of division will certainly go a long way in helping them achieve this. But if you know this music fairly well, you've heard it many times, you can kind of do it by ear and just notice how the hands interact. So you see, if I play it without counting, you'll see that they align here, right? And then here. And it's almost enough that you know where the hands are aligning to be able to put this thing together without counting. Together, 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 together. Next bar. Together, together, and then together, 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 together. Okay, so I just gave you more or less the two ways that you can approach this to make sure that you can put them together fairly comfortably. Whichever way you choose, it should more or less work. Let me know if you have any questions about it. But the rest of this main full section, I'm going to put up on the website. This is very easy sheet music to find, but I'll also include the sheet music on the website. Go have a look, become a member. It's free to do so. You'll have access to me, the full tutorial. It'll take a while for me to create these, but I will get through the whole Turkish March, and it'll be in a few series of tutorials. You'll have that there and everything else we've done so far, and there's a great many pieces there for you to have a look at. Leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you think I've earned it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.